Hey, it's Tom Petty here with the 10 o'clock news. Tonight we're going to have an interview with Sheriff Ed Tom Bell with Kelsey Linger. Now to Kelsey.
Sheriff Ed Tom Bell's house. We're about to go in and give him an interview. I'm really excited about this, so let's go on in. Sam, you dropped the camera? Hurry up and pick it up. Can you hear me back in the studio?
It appears we're having some type of technical difficulties. So we're just going to continue with the interview. Enjoy the slideshow.
Sorry about the difficulties, y'all. I'm sitting here now with Sheriff Ed Tom Bell. Thank you for joining us, Sheriff. For my first question, I'd like to know, how did you become a sheriff? Does it run in the family?
I was sheriff of this county when I was 25 years old. Hard to believe. Grandfather was a lawman. Father, too. Me and him were sheriffs at the same time, him up in Plano and me out here. I think he's pretty proud of that.
That's very interesting, Sheriff. Now this crime spree we got going on, what do you make of it?
The crime you see now, it's hard to even take its measure. It's not that I'm afraid of it. I always knew you had to be willing to die to even do this job. But I don't want to push my chips forward and go out and meet something I don't understand.
So do you think the crimes we have today are a lot different than what your daddy and your granddaddy and the men like that saw?
Some of the old-time sheriffs never even wore a gun. A lot of folks find that hard to believe. Jim Scarborough never carried one. That's the younger Jim. Gaston Boykins wouldn't wear one up in Comanche County. I always like to hear about the old-timers. Never missed a chance to do so. You can't help but compare yourself against the old-timers. Can't help but wonder how they'd have operated these times.
I agree. I think they'd be taken aback by a lot of what you see today. Are there any cases that really stand out to you when you look back over your years as sheriff?
There's this boy I sent to the electric chair at Huntsville here a while back. My arrest and my testimony. He killed a 14-year-old girl. Papers said it was a crime of passion, but he told me there wasn't any passion to it. Told me that he'd been planning to kill somebody for about as long as he could remember. Said if they turned him out, he'd do it again. Said he knew he was going to hell. Be there in about 15 minutes. I don't know what to make of that. I surely don't.
It makes you really wonder, what gets into some people that makes them so cruel and, well, just plain evil? Are they born that way? Does something happen? It's just a scary thought to think that there are people out there with no conscience that can just go around killing whatever they see. Give me just 1 minute, Sheriff. Sam, check the camera. See if we can get a picture through it, at least for just a moment. Great, it looks like we have a picture. Sorry about that, Sheriff. Now, all this recent wave of crime, how does it make you feel? Do you feel kind of helpless, or you think you can take it?
I feel overmatched. I always figured when I got older, God would sort of come into my life somehow. And he didn't.
Oh dear. Oh, I'm sorry, Sheriff. I didn't mean to interrupt you. It's just it looks like we've lost our video footage again. Sorry, folks back home. We're going to continue on with the interview. We'll go back to that slideshow. Thanks for watching. All right, Sheriff. I think we've got time for just about one more question. Now, as bad as things have gotten, do you think we could have spotted things sooner?
It's just all-out war. I can't think of any other word for it. Who are these people? Here last week they found this couple out in California. They rent out rooms to old people, kill them, bury them in the yard, cash their Social Security checks. Well, they'd torture them first. I don't know why. Maybe the television set was broke. And this went on until, here I quote, Neighbors were alerted when a man ran from the premises wearing only a dog collar. You can't make up such a thing as that. I dare you to even try. But that's what it took, you notice. Get somebody's attention. Digging graves in the backyard didn't bring any.
I think I understand what you're saying, Sheriff. Just a while back, this was a small drug feud that everyone thought would simply blow over. But now it's, well, like you said, all-out war. It's crazy. Well, I do appreciate you giving us this time and allowing us a look inside how you view things. I'd also like to thank our viewers back home for being patient with us during our technical difficulties. This has been Kelsey Lee Linker. Back to you, Tom.
Thanks, Kelsey. Now to a commercial break.